Welcome back to the Day Workers channel. Now, I'm in the process of building holsters, so you have to forget my gloves. But I sent a short video out a couple weeks ago about my new rig for my new toy, and this is it here in a nutshell. And I did a short video, like probably an hour and a half ago, about new rig versus old rig, and there's nothing about them that's different. And again, this is 6 shots. This is double action. Now this gun is currently empty. There's no rounds, no any kind of chamberable firearm ammunition in this building, in this house. Well, there's some in the house, but not in the room I'm currently in. I'm in the garage. So we are safe points per direction, 1%. This gun is completely clear and empty. No rounds again anywhere near me, no rounds in this gun. It is 100% empty and clear. I do not have any rounds in my belts, no rounds in exterior holsters, no anything anywhere near me. So, that being said, I'm going to show the features. Hey. But this is a 37 Magnum single action to double action revolver with an underbarrel instead of an upper barrel. This is an underbarrel, so the barrel is here at the lower part of the cylinder, not on the top. And the idea behind that is to lessen muzzle flip. So then you pull the trigger, instead of doing this, it does this. That's the whole idea behind it, is to bring it straight back and not forward. Now that being said, I love my new rig. I love it to death. This Kydex, I love this holster on my drop leg, and it creates a statement when you're pulling a 6-round revolver out, 2.32 Magnum. It's more of a statement thing, but at the same time, it's going to change someone's religion real freaking fast. Because if you pull this out and you point it in their face and you say, "Hey, excuse me, what are you doing?" That's a big bore. That's a really big bore. And you see 4 people staring back at you. There's 2 on the left, 2 on the right. You see it? See it again. Yeah. They're staring right back at you. So that changes your mind, changes your religion real quick. But the difference being is agitation to priority. I mean, you got single action revolver guys that are way faster than I am. It's a double action revolver, so obviously I don't have to cock the hammer, pull it, point it in the same direction, then pull the trigger. I don't have to do that. My process is identify target and pull. So my steps are limited. Now can I do that? Absolutely I can. This hammer is very hard, and more than 3 times in a row, my thumb is going to be red as all get out. It tears it up. This hammer is very hard. But once it's down, it's there. So, that being said, it doesn't really count in that aspect of can you pull and fire? Yeah, I can, but I don't have to do that because it's a double-action pistol, so I can identify target, pull, fire. Just that fast. I can say, "You." And that's about game show over. That being said, what's the pros and cons? Well, pros, this gun's an underbarrel, so no recoil really coming back in on top of your hand. No 1.5 seconds or half a second delay to require a target again off that. I mean, this has the cylinder ejector rod on it, so moon clips are applicable. They are proprietary moon clips. So if you order a moon clip for 4-inch Smith, it will not fit this gun because this gun has a high technical or octagonal cylinder, flat face cylinder. It will not work because once the cylinder is inside the gun is again flat faced with the rest of the barrel. The reason for that being is if you're carrying appendix, the gun is now flat faced to your body. Carrying 6 Glock, the gun is now again flat faced to your body. No obtruding parts, no round cylinders to poke and push a nerve. I mean, it is amazing. So, that being said, I'm loving the way it sits that way. I am the test dummy for this holster, 100%. is a bigger man. I am the one for the test dummy. As you can see, my arms are quite long. My hands are quite big. They make this Three-Set Magnum look like a 38 Special revolver. I mean, I can bring over a 9. This is 9, most people know, 100%. I have no problems identifying. This is a Hellcat Pro, or no, excuse me, not Pro. It's a Hellcat. Empty magazine. Cylinder needs to be cleaned. Slide needs to be cleaned. Again, there's nothing in there. Point safe traction. 5 pins down. The magazine. It's got 100% empty and clear. There's a standard flush fitting mag for the Hellcat pistol. My hand, when you put my finger on this thing is almost as wide and as thick as the barrel. I mean, this is kind of ridiculous to put my hand on this, especially when you try to pistol grip it. This basically just wants to fall out of the bottom here, just to fall out off the bottom, and just fall over. I mean, put my second hand on this. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this thumb. It wants to take up the gun. I mean, so. This is like ridiculous. This is very ridiculous. And micro pistols are great, but they're just hard to applicate to somebody's hands the size of mine. You grab a 40 and a 9, or not 40. You go to a 9. Oh, this is a 40. This is a V40. So the service pistol of half the cops in the United States. Thank God, because you know you get your Glock 10 boys. But then you have a 40 S&W, which is again empty magazine. Clear and empty firearm, verbal and visual, and physical check. Open pen and save direction, firearms drop. Now this is a 40 S&W. This is a mid-size, so this would be comparable to the Glock 23 Gen 3 pistol. So I mean, they lock in the same holsters too. If you buy a Glock 23 Gen 3 holster, Blackhawk, especially Blackhawk. I only know this with Blackhawk, but and then you buy a Smith & Wesson 40C, it will lock and click and lock in the same holster. I mean, it will work the same. There might be a little extra wiggle room this way than normal, but yeah, no, they work the same. But I love this gun. This gun is amazing. Great gun, great caliber. 3-set Magnum. 40 S&W, 10 mil, 40. I personally only own 245s, so don't really start with me with the 45. It's not something that I carry a lot. I own more than 2, but 2 I only carry every now and then, and I do lose Liberty Defense ammo in those guns. So yeah, they're not your standard 45 ACPs, but that being set aside, I don't really care for the 5, but 40 and those 10 mil boys, I'm on board. I just haven't pulled the trigger on 10 mils. I do own them, I just don't carry them because 10 mil is a hyper over penetrating round. I mean, if you don't believe me, watch Kentucky Ballistics. What's that? Kentucky Lipsticks? No, it's Kentucky Ballistics. Get it right. I mean, Jesus, what's wrong with you? Kentucky Ballistics. Scott. By the way, huge support, Scott. Major survivor. I'm glad you're still with us, brother. That being said, he has extensive research on high caliber pistols, high calibers, and really tough stuff that people normally don't like to shoot. And he loves to shoot them. So, that being said, let him do his thing. He's a great guy. Awesome guy. I watch his videos all the time. I just had a scare from Matt. You know, I mean, a couple days ago, Matt scared the hell out of us with his title on his video. It just scared the hell out of us. Brandon, I love Brandon. I get his humor, and he gets mine. Well, actually, he gets my funny bone, and I just get his humor. Probably doesn't like me very much at all because he seems to be very picky. But he's a great guy as far as YouTube goes, and that's my most relationship with him. So, that being said, Brandon, I don't hate you, man, whatsoever. I don't have any hard feelings. I get it. I drink more than most people on YouTube channels. I'm just willing to put it out there. So I don't give a Dolphins flip about this. I do Dolphin sounds, I just don't know how to do that. So my Dolphin flip might become a staple. Who knows? Anyhow, moving forward. So we do custom rigs. I make trick guards, drop legs, and thigh rig holsters. I'm a work in progress now. I do have an expert who's been running a business for many years, and I'm just getting sponsored and profited by and learning how. So don't think I'm making your holster. It's not a full games. I'm not. I may have something to do with your holster. I'm not perfect or amazing at my job yet, so it's a work in progress. We do have someone that is, so don't worry. Your gun will be made correctly. I promise. Now it just kind of sounds stupid. It will be done, and the way you like it to be done. Trust me. Because this was work in progress, and I did everything but the heat gun forming on this. I did everything else. So, that being said, I'm in love. I am desperately in love. This thing is awesome. I have had it cut back. I did the cut back myself. Bring this out to a fast guard. So, a fast guard is one where the second you pull the gun out of the holster vertically, you're almost pulling the barrel straight out of the holster itself. It's like a USPCA fast guard trigger holster, which is the peg and pin system, which is reach down, release the pin, or lock the finger, grab the firearm, pull it off the peg. All there is a peg and a pin back here holding the gun in tension. No front face of the holster, no holster to lock the gun in, no retention spots. It's just that one system. So for them, they get a little quick start pulling the gun out. For everybody else, we got to pull the gun out of the holster. Well, we can mod our holsters to do that too. So not really a problem. And yes, the finger flip is a must. It's an absolute must. Can't help myself. It's just natural. It's just very natural. I mean, with this gun, especially after hitting single action revolvers for years and years, this is just natural. So, really appreciate you watching. I'm gonna do a video of shooting this revolver and several other revolvers very soon. I'm gonna be home for a couple weeks, so I have time to go out to my shooting range and put some rounds downrange, hit some steel and some wood and maybe something more. So we'll see about that. Thank you very much for watching Everyday Workers channel. So we'll talk to you next time.